Over the last few years, I've been studying a lot of things off of the internet, as well as in books and so forth. And one thing I really want to kind of concentrate right now is talking about what it is to believe. What does beliefs mean? There's so many different type of things that you can go along with that, concepts and ideas with belief. And basically, I'm going to use this as an analogy in here. All you guys know that I'm big into Star Trek. What I believe about Star Trek, it is the best TV show that was ever on TV. And in my mind, all the TV shows leads up to Star Trek, and all the TV shows lead away from Star Trek. That's how pivotal Star Trek is in my mind. And for me, I have that belief. So when you come along with Battlestar Galactica, and you come along with Doctor Who, or V, or what other types of sci-fi shows out there, and you make an argument to me that that's better than Star Trek, my mind, because I believe that Star Trek is the best television show ever, that part of my brain is just cut off. My belief is just that. I just not gonna not listen to it. Okay, I'm Captain Kirk, blah blah blah, Spock, blah blah blah, Scotty, all that stuff. I'll just have that in mind. All right, now let's say that you agree with me. Yeah, Star Trek is the best show in the world. It's the best TV show that ever came out. All right, now, are we talking about the Next Generation? Are we talking about the original series? Are we talking about Voyager, DS9, Enterprise? I doubt anybody's going to say Enterprise is the best Star Trek show out there. And there might be some people that actually would say that as well. So now we kind of got the Next Generation fans against the original series fans over here, and then the DS9 and the Voyager fans. And so now you get that consensus. So if you're in your mind that Jane was the best captain and Voyager is the best Star Trek out there, that's your belief, and that part of your brain to be able to understand things of somebody else's point of view is just cut off because that belief is so strong in there. And that's one of the things when I go through and do research on religion, be it the religious versus the non-religious. And both their sets of minds, whatever side you're on that point of view, is that you believe, if you believe in faith, that's one thing. If you don't believe in anything at all, well, that's that part of the brain also. So it's when you try to argue that point or debate that point, it's just just come off well, we just agree to disagree, and in a lot of ways that is. And for you to understand someone else's point of view, in a lot of ways you're going to have to suspend your belief in what you believe in. So if someone comes up to me with the Star Trek analogy that Battlestar Galactica, the new one, is just really good. It's a really good show. It's a really good show. I mean, all right. So I say, tell you what, I love Star Trek. I'm gonna go in there with an open mind though, and watch it, and watch the series, and watch the arc of the series over the life of the TV series, and then you can come to a consensus. Well, Battlestar Galactica is really good. I still believe Star Trek is still the best TV show that ever came out. However, I can see how you can appreciate Battlestar Galactica and your point of view that it's the best science fiction show for you. And also a lot of it is points in time where you're at. Perhaps if I was born 20 years earlier or later, that point of view would be different from me. And someone's born 50 years from now is going to probably have another point of view as well as what's the best science fiction show that's out there. So when you're debating things of politics, if you're conservative versus liberal, if you are into capitalism or to socialism, and these type of concepts, if you truly believe that the free market is the way to go, then the idea of everybody pulling their stuff together like in socialism, it's just not going to work on that. And for a lot of us to get along together in this world, because we're pretty much trapped on this little watery planet, and has little areas of landmass and so forth like that, we really have to get to a point of a consensus that we can appreciate other people's beliefs, and that's kind of my approach. Whatever people believe in, be it religious or political or music taste and so forth like that, I can respect them as a person, respect their beliefs as a person on there. I may disagree with them 100%. But on that point of view, I'm able to at least listen to it with an open mind, certain things. And what gets frustrating is that when you are talking to somebody or debating somebody or in a conversation about something, and it's basically the cycle, well, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, obviously this person's not listening to anything that I'm saying on that point of view. And it just gets to be that way. And what happens a lot of times, especially I think because of how the TV talk shows are, as well as some of the news broadcasting, is that whoever can shout the loudest is usually the one that prevails in the argument. And that's not really a valid argument in a lot of ways. You kind of say, well, okay, that person can yell a lot louder. And the other person probably say, you know what, I'm just giving up. Obviously, no one's listening to what I'm just going to say. I'm just going to sit here till the end of that 5-minute segment. And kind of also in there, 5 minutes is not enough to debate practically any topic out there. And so, so what I really am interested in is what you all believe in, what your beliefs are, and are you capable of appreciating someone's other thoughts? So if you believe in the Constitution, or you believe in religion, or if you believe in democracy, if you believe in these type of things, is there anything that you could listen to from someone else that would have you cancel out those? And most likely, probably not. Probably not. However, I think if we can get to a point that we can listen to one another, and again, respect other people's beliefs, where they're at, and that would make the world a better place. Because they always say this, don't talk about religion or politics with your friends and so forth. And in a lot of ways, yeah, that's true, because if you do, then it starts arguments, because everybody believes in different things and different situations and so forth like that. So anyways, I just wanted to make a video about talking about beliefs, and it is really interesting going through on YouTube and looking at various type of things, versus this versus that versus this versus that. And especially because I got so many of the talk shows on there and what they're talking about, what their beliefs are in that. It is really fascinating in a lot of ways to kind of see what people are talking about and so forth. So anyways, next time you get into a debate or argument or a conversation, kind of keep that in mind. Rock and roll. And we all know that I believe that I'm the best actor in East Texas, and that goes without saying, of course.